Let's watch Jim as he runs through a module with a new trainee.
Officer, as we discussed, what you're going to see on the screen, I want you to react just as you would at your workstation. Again, the scenario based is it's 4 to 12, all right? Walking your post, what you're about to encounter, I want you to react just as you would react if it was the real deal, okay?
Mm-hmm.
At this point on the radio, man,
Get out of here.
smell marijuana,
Hey, how you doing there, dude? Love.
hearing voices.
Listen, nobody's here, man. Why don't you just turn around and get out of here, okay?
Smoking.
No big deal. It's none of your business, okay? You don't have to.
I would give
Come
a
on,
full
dude. Get
description.
walking. Dude, I said get walking.
White
There's no
shirt.
cameras, no nothing. What are you gonna say something about this? I got 4 years till
Work ID.
retirement. Get going. Come on,
Brown shoes.
dude. I said get going. Do you even?
White
Let me tell
male.
you something. You don't turn around and leave right now, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what I'm gonna. You know what? I do more than beat your ass. You think you can take me?
Suspect is approaching
Come on, let's see
me,
what you got.
more
Let's see what you
aggressive. I would
got.
retreat and wait
Matter of
for
fact,
backup.
you know what? The heck with that. I'm gonna stab you.
Now, what I want to point out, first thing, is that as you were talking, your posture, you know, always consider your defense mechanism of where you have to flee. Do you have to flee from your right, or do you have to possibly flee from your left? And then what you should be doing is pointing your shoulder to that direction. It was obvious to me, you picked up on the points that there was more than one person, and the fact that you knew you had two people. You mentioned marijuana, and why did you say marijuana?
Well, I've been in certain situations, party situations, where there were people smoking.
Okay.
So I recognized the smell.
So you recognize that you're using your senses, you know, your sense of smell, all right, in conjunction with your hearing. That there's more, of course, than one voice.
Sure.
So you're in a potential dangerous situation with more than one person, that possibly an illegal substance, all right. And I noticed that you recognized the fact that you needed at this point also to retreat. You know, what made you do that? Why?
Well, he's becoming more aggressive. He was stepping towards me, and knowing that he had been smoking marijuana, his judgment may have been clouded. So I would rather retreat and wait for backup and then handle the situation.
Okay, so you pretty much recognize this thing could escalate into a
Sure.
more violent type of confrontation, and the best method that you felt was necessary was at that point to retreat.
Yes.
I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Knowing and understanding that that you've recognized that what this person did is probably going to be a situation where, if not possibly arrested, that it may be, of course, loss of job, and of course his impairment issue may escalate the situation to actually become violent. You separated yourself from it. Real good physical description, so that if anybody else needed to know anything, that information was already dictated to you over your radio. And also, what you might not have realized, as soon as you communicated those situations, everybody understood that where you were and what you were doing. One of the most important things. All right? Nice job.
Thank you.
As you can see from the demonstration, the CITP is state-of-the-art and is only offered by Covenant Security. Remember, there are two ways for you to use Covenant in their interactive security training. One, you can contract with Covenant to supply your company with Covenant's own CITP-trained security personnel. The second way is to have Jim and his staff come to your location and train the in-house security personnel you now have in place. Either way, using Covenant is a win-win for you and your company.